In theory, bacon mac and cheese is a great idea. However, if you don't think about your ingredients carefully, it can be too much of a good thing. Let's take a look at Foodie's recent Midnight Mac and Cheese, where she tries to use up some of her multiple packs of bacon. After that, I'll show you how to make a slightly lightened up version.
I always have bacon. What is wrong with me? Bacon these days, I am like super eating bacon like I'm eating bacon like it's going out of style. And in the meantime, I'll make a cheese sauce. With butter. Not that much. Like, or should I use the whole thing? Is that too much butter?
Yes, that's way too much butter.
You think? That's a lot. Okay, put that much. And I'll put this back in the fridge so that I can look for another random piece of butter one day. All right, let's do this. Let's add some milk. Wait, I gotta shake it. Let's shake it up, baby, now. Well, that's too much milk. Oh well. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Okay. We're gonna do a chipotle style mac and cheese with various forms of fromage. We have Gouda, Monterey Jack, excuse me. If I can make this work, white trash pasta, I love it. I'm gonna put some onion powder and garlic powder. And salt and pepper. And that's it. Yeah, these are pretty much cooked actually. I think they're mostly cooked, so. We're gonna put this cheese sauce on top. Okay. It's like a cheese soup. And we're gonna put the bacon in. It smells cheesy though. Putting the bacon in. Okay. And cheese on top. Just like that. gonna put it in the oven. And we're just gonna let it all bake. Okay. Okay. Oh. What do you think? It's the bacon grease. Oh. Oh my god. What a fatty meal. Oh yeah. Hold on. Look how greasy this is. Oh my god. If your arteries are not screaming. So my sauce is just butter, salt, pepper, chipotle mayo sauce, a chipotle aioli, garlic powder, onion powder, 3% milk, and like Monterey Jack, cheddar, and Swiss. Fuck. And bacon. Oh, ketchup. Let me see if it needs it. I don't have ketchup. That sucks. Oh my god, that's good. Oh, that's really good. That's so good, no joke. The chipotle, you can taste it a bit. And the bacon, there's a bit of like separation from the oil and the cheese, but it's really good. It's not like really saucy, but it's very flavorful. And it's definitely satisfying my need for like junky, fatty, greasy food. Oh man, that's rich. So good though. Oh my god. Okay. I have to throw in the towel, man. 800 grams of fat. I would prefer to make a mac and cheese that's a bit healthier, but what can you do?
Okay, so the first thing I did was drain the bacon. I used pre-cooked bacon left over from an ALR recipe, and I made sure to just drain it on some paper towels after it was cooked. You may have noticed that I started out with a little bit of flour to make a light roux with the melted butter. That was to thicken the sauce and to keep it from getting too greasy. In my opinion, this is a good way to start off any sort of cheesy sauce. You don't have to cook it long before adding the milk, just enough to get the raw flour taste out. Just look at how nice and thick that sauce is now. I used a combination of white Monterey Jack cheese along with a triple cheddar blend. Believe it or not, how you assemble a baked mac and cheese is important too. You want all the good stuff on top so that everybody gets a little bit of the best stuff. Once the cheese sauce was mixed into the pasta, I topped it with some crumbled bacon, reserved cheese, and a little bit more bacon right on top. Next time, I think I'll add a little Parmesan and some seasonings on top as well. If you want to try to make this at home, I'll write out the whole recipe in the description box below. Not to toot my own horn, but the lightened up version tasted really good as well. As you can see, I didn't have that lake of bacon grease laying right on top. Every single bite had that perfect combination of tender pasta, cheesy sauce, and crispy bacon. It looks a little pale because about half of the cheese was white, but trust me, it's really cheesy and good. Next time, I think I'll add a little bit more bacon, but still keep it crispy and crumbled. That was really the star of the show.